My name's Mark Rose. I'm the National Clinical Quality Manager for GenesisCare UK. So continuous improvement and innovation is an everyday part of what we do at Genesis. It's really important to us to stay at the cutting edge of cancer treatments and to ensure that our service users can access the latest possible evidence-based mechanisms and medicines for treating their disease. Incident reporting enables us to do that by capturing the good ideas, the good levels of practice, so we can make it our everyday. Even if it's things that go better than expected, what we do is we encourage people to report that in, and we take that information and we use that to improve the services that we provide. We take the information that we generate from incident reporting, we look at the data, we look at the things and the analysis of what comes into that, and we provide our staff with feedback for all of our incidents in terms of what are the things that are occurring, what are the incident reporting rates looking like, what are the key drivers that we can use to then generate improvements and reliability within our systems. Due to the various nature of the events that we report on there, some are things which are beyond our control, patient sensitivity reactions, for example, on a medication, breakdowns of equipment, all sorts of different incidents that we report on the system. But the key thing is to make sure that the feedback is clear and understandable, which drives, again, keeps the reporting cultures good, healthy, and enables us to provide that feedback which is swift, to the point, clear, concise for staff, and enables us to carry on with our continuous improvement work and provide safer services. Incident reporting in healthcare means it gives us a deeper understanding of the things that are going on within a healthcare service. For us, it's understanding the different types of incidents that occur. It enables us to stratify what our incidents look like. So our incidents may come from equipment failures, they may come from things like reactions to medications, but it's important for us to understand every facet of what's happening across the healthcare sector. That enables us to understand our incidents with a view to making sure that we're efficient, safe, and working within our statutory requirements as a service provider. In healthcare, incident reporting is really important for the purposes of understanding adverse events and why things might go wrong, not to mention as well, of course, capturing information about why things work well and we can do more of. The key fact behind incident reporting in healthcare is that it enables us to understand the things that are happening at every level across a healthcare provision, which means that things which happen within a clinic room may be very different to things which happen with a major piece of equipment, for example. The use of Radar Healthcare has enabled us to design bespoke forms for incident reporting. So what that means is we get good engagement and very detailed incident reports. So we're capturing more data about what underpins and what leads to our incidents. So for example, within our incident reports, what we understand is a lot of our incidents can be multifactorial, which means that there is a result from a particular incident, but also that we can identify what is the root cause of an incident as well. So we ask our staff, when they're completing our incident report forms in Radar Healthcare system, to capture as much of that detail as possible. And that enables us then to understand a lot better the things that are happening within the business and then what we can do to provide solutions for it. One of the things that we get from where we had the older system of when the new system, which is Radar Healthcare, means that where we've built in the logic, it means that the form itself from the previous system might take the same amount of time to complete as it does in Radar Healthcare. But because we can use the logic, it means that we're able to do a similar length form but actually capture the right levels of detail which are pertinent to that particular incident in comparison to the old system, which was very rigid and fixed. When you get the design of the form right within Radar Healthcare, it means with the user interface, the staff can follow that logic all the way through. Because that logic's built in there, it means it's much more efficient for it to be completed and capture the right levels of detail that we need to see at the other end. Radar Healthcare has really enabled us to build bespoke reports into our incident reporting. The use of logic within the Radar Healthcare incident reporting forms means that the forms themselves can be really efficient to be completed and filled in. Where the efficiency gains are and the productivity gains that we get from using Radar Healthcare is because of that logic. It means that our questions can trigger the right questions to ask staff when they're reporting incidents, and we get better information and feedback as a result of that. So the way we've designed our incident reporting forms within the Radar healthcare system is to ensure that we capture all facets of what happens within service incident. That enables us to look at what the outcomes have been of any particular event, but also to identify, let's look at the steps backwards so we can identify the primary root causes of why something's happened in the first place. That's really important because when we come to look at what makes us a safer service, if we could deal with those root causes earlier, it means we prevent things from happening downstream. So the primary root cause is really important to understand what's going on. So if we have a better understanding of things that happen first, it means that we don't create issues thereafter. Understanding what the root causes look like means we're in a better position to prevent things happening later on. Ultimately, it enables us to understand what the root cause of any incidents are, as well as the outcomes for incidents. What Radar healthcare system enables us to do is to concentrate on those root causes. What the information that we generate in the Radar healthcare incident reporting data enables us to do is to understand what goes on within those radiotherapy services very swiftly, so we can identify not just the outcome of an incident, but also the primary root causes. By understanding those primary root causes, it enables us to effectively go and address what's causing those. It enables us to have a swifter and safer resolution to any particular themes of incidents, because we're able to target a lot faster and secure more rapid improvements to any services that we need to provide. Incident reporting within the Radar healthcare system has enabled us to implement the United Kingdom Health Security Agency taxonomy for radiotherapy reporting. What this enables us to do is to understand in great detail the level of risk and complexity at every stage of the process of radiotherapy services. We can then theme that information out using the discrete data, which enables us to provide a risk profile across all of our radiotherapy services. Being a provider of cutting-edge cancer solutions and treatments for service users means that we really need to understand what goes on within those cutting-edge processes. So we have new medications that you may not be able to access elsewhere, but we need to understand if patients have hypersensitive reactions to those and be able to report those in under our MHRA, which is the Medical Medicines Healthcare Regulatory Agency reporting frameworks. So it's really enabled us to enhance our statutory reporting for things like drug reactions, where we have hypersensitivity to new medications, which people might not be able to access elsewhere. So it increases our knowledge of what goes on within our complex cancer treatment systems. Similarly with our equipment, because we use such complex pieces of radiotherapy equipment, it's important for us to understand how those systems work together, where small events occur within that which might trigger off failures of that equipment, so we can seek to understand actually how can we make all of that more reliable. The use of Radar healthcare is enabling us to do that much more efficiently and much more swiftly as well. So as an oncology service provider, we're really pushing the boundaries of what's possible with cancer care medicine. All of our services are rated good by CQC, with some which are rated outstanding as well. And more recently, our push towards consistently outstanding every time is really important to us and for our patients to have confidence in what we do and we deliver. So by understanding our complex systems a lot better, it means that we can provide more outstanding practice. Across healthcare, there's a wide spectrum of quality issues that can arise. We're quite good at looking at adverse events, but we're not so good at looking at positive events that can really drive forward improvement and cultures forward, doing more of the good stuff that we do. So when we seek to understand that good stuff, it means capturing that within a system and starting to use that information the same way we have been with adverse events, so we can then triangulate the information we get about positive events to move things forward even faster and do faster and more rapid quality improvement as a result. Incident reporting provides us with the largest amount of staff feedback that we get. It tells us an awful lot about the health of our business, safety of the services that we provide, and enables the staff to have an open, objective mechanism to supply information into us. So we obviously drive the culture forward, encourage incident reporting, and provide good, honest, swift feedback to ensure that we're listening and we can take action on all that information that comes in. The biggest strategy that we employ to ensure that incident reporting is healthy and that we understand everything that our staff is telling us is to drive the culture towards open, honesty, objective, focused incident reporting. So we always thank staff when they report incidents. We always look at the incidents reports come in and we take every report seriously. So we encourage any incidents to be reported and it enables our staff really to give us more feedback than any other method that we collect from staff. Incident reporting has always been traditionally looking at what's gone wrong and not necessarily what are the things that go right and exceed the performance that we have, and can we seek to understand why we might have overperformance in a certain area. And if we can understand the reasons why some things go better than others, then we can put more of that into practice to capture that and expand that across the network so all of our patients benefit from better practice. So we're able to use the analytics in our Radar Healthcare system as a framework for reporting all of our information across our organisation. What Radar Healthcare is enabling us to do is to do floor-to-board reporting very swiftly and efficiently. So since we've implemented Radar Healthcare within GenesisCare, it's enabled us to capture a lot more detail within our incident reporting. The data collection that we get from the Radar Healthcare system means that we're able to do far more analytics on it than ever before, and that enables us to understand more, do more, and increase our service improvement as a result of that. The implementation of Radar Healthcare has seen a step change from what we had there previously. So within our previous system, we didn't have a user interface which gave us a lot of control over the content of those incident reporting forms. With Radar Healthcare, we're able to design bespoke forms. We're able to react to changes and suggestions from our staff to improve what incident reporting looks like, and then generate swifter and more responsive improvements to our incident reporting system. So the feedback that we've had from our staff is that we've got an incident reporting and quality management system that really works for them. The key pieces of feedback that we get are around the user interface with Radar Healthcare, the ease of use and how quickly that they can navigate around the system to either report an event, log any information they might need to, or access the key part of the system, which is document management, which is something that they use on a day-to-day basis. GenesisCare operates to an ISO 9001 quality assurance system. What we look for across our audits and our incidents is compliance to what we've written within our ISO 9001 system. We manage that through our document management, through our audit process, and our incident reporting. So we look for compliance at every single stage. Compliance doesn't have to be when things just go wrong. Compliance can also be when things go better than expected. But what we don't want to do is take those things that have gone better than expected and say, actually, we're overperforming. You need to bring that back to what we were expecting, because we don't want that to happen at all. What we want to do is capture the information about why things go better. We can be an enabler to move everything forward across the whole of our services. That's the key problem with audit, is you're auditing against a very straight line of quality compliance. So you can audit things which go wrong, you can audit against where things go right. And it's the more things that go right and understanding why they go right, capturing the good practice, doing more of it.